Cork's Red FM.
It's fantastic for the club to be involved, third year in a row. I mean, I was playing senior hurling with Stars for 9-10 years before we got to any county finals, so you just kind of try and enjoy it when you get the chance, and certainly we're looking forward to the game Sunday.
And I suppose it's a thing that having got to one, does it get easier to make it back a second and a third time then that you have the experience of going all the way to the final?
I suppose I wouldn't say it gets easier because every year you're going out in the championship, everyone's trying to beat everyone, and obviously you gain experience from having a good run like we did in 08 and stuff like that in the stands here, but certainly when it comes to championship, there's nothing easy, especially in the Cork championship.
I suppose you found that in last year's final against Newtown, and then in the first round this year against Middleton. Was that a bit of a hangover from last year's final, or was it just Middleton were the better team on the day?
No, I think Middleton were just kind of better team today. Obviously last year was very disappointing for us. We went into the final, we thought we were well prepared under Bertie Ogan and the management team, but in fairness to Newtown, they deserved their win. They're a better team today. We went out against Middleton down in Carrytool, and we were going in first round of the championship like everyone else, hoping for a win, and Middleton just came out and they just blew us off the field, and we weren't able to match them, and we learned a lot from that game, and thankfully we went out against Blackrock and got the win and got back into the championship proper then.
And was it tough to pick yourselves up after the Middleton loss?
Yeah, it was very disappointing, for 2 or 3 days there afterwards, every fella was gutted. Whenever you lose a championship game, any fella's going to be disappointed, but thankfully it was the first round, and if you're going to lose any game, especially with the championship format the way it is this year, the first round is the one to lose, and we regrouped, and we've had a good run now, and thankfully we see ourselves in the final.
And what would you say, apart from the Middleton match, has been your toughest challenge? Was it the Aaron Zone game?
Yeah, I suppose in fairness, Aaron Zone, I suppose just for the fact that it's a local derby, there's so much pressure and so much focus on the game going into it. County semi-final, then on top of that every fella wants to get to a final, and that was an extremely tough game, and we were just delighted to come out on the right side of it, probably hanging on there towards the end, but we came out the right side of it, and that's all that counts.
And I suppose the fact that you lost in the first round, the Glen lost in the first round, the Glen have come through 2 drawn matches and replays as well. It just shows how level the spread of quality is around the county, doesn't it?
Yeah, certainly. We went down to Middleton this year and we played Killa, and very lucky to come away with a win that day. It just shows really that anybody can beat anybody on a given day, and if you get the breaks and the fellas are playing well, and if the other team are not playing as well, any team could beat any team, and thankfully we got over that day down in Killa, and we've just built from that, and we find ourselves in the final now, and we're certainly looking forward to it.
And I suppose the fact that there are so many good teams on the lines, just what an achievement it is to get to 3 finals.
Yeah, certainly, definitely, it's a fantastic achievement for the club. It just, it really shows the kind of underage structure that's been going on here for the last kind of 10-15 years, and it's something that I came through myself, and we're all very thankful and very grateful to the underage club here, because without the work and the foresight that was put in 10-15 years ago, we wouldn't be in this position, and we certainly owe a lot to them. Before, you might have been picking up maybe 3 or 4 guys from minor and under 21 teams, whereas in kind of the one year we picked up maybe 10, maybe 12 guys, and the following year picked up then maybe another 6 or 7 guys, and all of a sudden you did an extra 20 guys vying for place in the senior panel, and it just creates great competition within the club, and it only kind of pushes us all the guys to kind of work a bit harder, and that's probably where we've seen the most benefit with the senior team over the last couple of years.
And as one of the, as you say, older guys, do you find yourself in a mentoring role with the younger players, or do you just kind of let them kind of learn the ropes themselves?
No, to be honest, just let them run away, man. They're all well capable. They've all good experience playing underage with Stars, and a few of them have played with Cork and stuff like that. And even some of the guys will be telling you what to do at times and stuff like that. But they're in fairness to the boys, they're well seasoned now at this stage, and they're well able to play their own game.
And just to mention Cork's championship season for a while, I suppose it was disappointing to lose the way it was, but at least you had Stars to come back to then, with the kind of championship in full swing.
Yeah, certainly. For a year they promised so much at the start of the year. You got to a great league campaign, got to league final, lost that, got to a Munster final, probably had won the first day, only for conceding the last minute goal. You lost the replay, and you get to a semi-final against Kilkenny, and we just kind of fell flat in the day, and that was very disappointing considering where we were at the start of the year. But look, you can't do anything about it when you're out. All you can do is come back and concentrate on your club, and I'm just fortunate that I have such a good team to come back to, and we've had a good run so far, and we're looking to keep that going now Sunday.
And does the fact that it was Tip 1 All-Ireland rather than Kilkenny make it easier or harder when you look at the game in Páirc Uí Chaoimh in May?
To be honest, it's no real consolation, because look, there's no medals handed out for that, and that's what it's all about, getting the All-Ireland final day and winning the All-Ireland and getting your All-Ireland medal. It was very disappointing, alright. I went up to watch the game, and in fairness to Tip, they deserved their win. They were outstanding, and it just shows how Championship hurling can kind of swing. And Tip were down in May, and there they were kind of lifting the cup in September. And I suppose it's one thing that we need to take notice of, that if you're playing well to start the year, you just got to keep that consistency going. And unfortunately, we weren't able to this year.
And I suppose Tip's run mirrored yourselves and the Glens. Have you seen the Glen much this year?
Yeah, I think a number of their games. They had some fantastic games there. Especially against Middleton, and the last day against Douglas, they were very impressive. They were probably comfortable all throughout. And when Douglas did come back and put them under pressure towards the end, they just stepped it up again and pushed away. They faced momentum going into the game Sunday, and obviously carrying great confidence. And look, at one stage they were thrown out of the championship. They're back in, and they're in the county final now with nothing to lose. And it's it's great to see a club like the Glen in the county final.
And would you notice much difference this year with John Crowley being in charge compared to the last few years with Bertie Oak? Has it been a kind of a seamless transition?
Yeah, it has, to be fair. John coached me, under 14 and kind of minor under 21, and he's coached a lot of the younger lads at the minor under 21 as well. And in fairness to John, he's taken over a tough job. You take over from Bertie Oak, who in his 3 years got to 2 county finals and won one for the first time in 51 years. Not an easy job, you know. But in fairness to him, he didn't shirk it. He stood up in the AGM and said that he wanted it, and in fairness, he's delivered us to his county final now, and it's up to us to go out and perform on Sunday and try and bring the cup back to Riverstone.
Cork's Red FM.